Did you know that Bambu Labs makes a time-lapse kit for your mobile, GoPro, and DSLR camera? In this video, I'll go over how to set it up on mobile in 4 easy steps. Step 1, let's order the kit. On the Bambu Labs website, we're going to type in CyberBrick to the search bar. We'll scroll down until we see the CyberBrick time-lapse kit, and it's essentially just a Bluetooth switch that sends a signal to your camera. We'll scroll down, and I'm going to go ahead and select A1 series, and yes, I have an AMS connected. We'll go ahead and get that ordered up, and we can move on to step 2, which is print the housing. On the same page, we can scroll down until we see the Visit Wiki button. This will bring you to the CyberBrick page overall, and it has a lot of really cool, fun projects and information. I definitely recommend checking it out. We're going to scroll down until we see the Time-Lapse Photography Kit User Guide. This will show you how to use this kit with other different types of cameras, but again, we're going to go ahead and focus on mobile. I'll select the Download 3MF file, and in this file you're going to find a few different options, but this is the one we're going to go ahead and print. It's a housing, a plate cover, a little button, and then a small little plate cover that goes on the back side. So I'll send this over to the printer for a nice quick print, and we can move on to step 3, which is assemble. You can go ahead and put the button inside of the housing, and then put this little plate cover on the back side of the housing using 4 of the screws provided. Once that's done, we can go ahead and put the PCB into the housing. It's going to go like that. We're going to make sure we toe in the back side first so that it goes into that little hole. And then we can go ahead and use 2 of the screws to put on the bottom plate cover. We can go ahead and plug the cable in, and then we are ready to move on to the last and final step, which is connect and test. I'm going to take the entire module and put it in the back right corner of my enclosure, and then go ahead and plug it in right next to my AMS. I found this cool little planter on MakerWorld, so I'm going to use this for my sample. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Others tab, scroll down until I find Time-Lapse, and turn that to Smooth. This is just going to add a priming tower to your print, so basically every time the printer head moves out of the way to take a picture, it won't leave a bunch of zits or dimples on your model. I'll select Print and then make sure I turn Time-Lapse on. I'm going to jump over to my mobile device, turn on the Bluetooth settings, and scroll down to Available Devices. I'll find the Bambu Labs shutter and make sure that pairs up. So once it's connected, you can test it by reaching in and hitting the button on top of the module, and if that takes a picture, you know you're good to go. The way this works is, after every layer, the print head moves out of the way, it'll take your picture, it'll then move to the prime tower, go back to your print, and so on, so on. Here are a few different things I learned throughout this process that might be helpful to you. I used an app like OpenCamera so that my camera stays on. Locking the exposure and focus are definitely a big part of this, and playing around with your camera settings as well as the location is definitely going to take some time. Hope you enjoyed!